Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Hope you're having a fantastic weekend. And I believe this is one of my more important videos because I'm not going to talk about just projects, but I want to talk to you as an individual investor. Are you ever happy with your picks? Do you ever have any conviction? When things are going bad, do you stick to the plan? Or are you one of these people that sell in the red and of course buy the green? And I'll give you a perfect example of this. So this is a project that I've talked about immensely for several weeks now, and this is Axelar. Okay, and you can see Axelar has done nothing from a chart perspective for absolute ages. So if you look at this channel here, you know, this project did nothing, you know, zero. You had this massive downward channel. Okay, project completely selling off, and when it got to these levels, nobody actually bought the bottom of this. And I kept on talking about, fundamentally speaking, why Axelar is very good. Okay, and for me, it may not even rip to the levels I expected to rip, but it's a multi-cycle play. So because I'm interested in making money for the community, I will always give them options to diversify into several different projects. And why is that important? So when you get this candle here, okay, so when you get a candle like this, all right, you get a candle like that, guys, huge ripping candle, and you see this type of volume coming in. The question, this went all the way to 82 cents. Now, should you get in right now? And the answer to that question, to be honest, really depends on where you see value. But of course, you don't buy green candles like that. Now, the question of being happy with what you have always comes from the list of the choices you have. So the choice for a layer one, in my opinion, for me, in this cycle, has never been more than Sui, Tectum, Kaspa, basedai, Cubic, Mantra, Alephium, and Say, right? So that's it. That's the scope right there. That's what I'm looking at. Of course, I'm looking at the likes of Zealous. I'm looking at the likes of, you know, Calis Chain, RWA Layer 1, Microcap. But that's all besides the point. The point is, you create, this is why we create a shortlist. And you may ask me, Alephium has lost a very important level, in my opinion. And we talked about Cas being in trouble before. But if we look at the chart of ALF, which I'll show you, you can see, of course, it's easy to sound like a genius when a project pops off like an Axelar. But what's happening to ALF, right? Now, if you remember this has always been my demand zone. Okay, so you can see ALF is strongly coming into this demand zone here. Okay, I genuinely believe in the next few weeks to few months, we will see a massive turnaround here. But it has come to a point where we need to talk about ALF from a performance perspective as to why it's doing so badly. And the obvious picture here, you've got the likes of course, you've got the likes of, Sui, Tectum, Say, Cas up 5%, and ALF is down 8%. So that obviously warrants a discussion. And I'm going to try and get you into the mindset of a contrarian investor. So what you had with Kaspa as well, if you guys remember when the ASICs, okay, when people started to invest heavily into mining equipment, they need to break even. So they start producing and they start selling the rewards. Now, what I would say here is it makes the opportunity even more appealing to me in my eyes. Of course, you've had this massive news of Alephium being on Ledger Nano or Ledger, and you can actually get a branded one. But essentially, the rewards from the blocks will be halved. Okay, that also comes with token burns. Now, once that mining pressure eases, so you've got an increase in terms of hash rate, and you've got the price that's actually lagging behind. That's exactly what happened with Kaspa. I would say when this catches wind, it's going to be quite unbelievable, right? So if you're holding this bad boy right now, just stick around, do nothing. Like I've been telling you, do not be led emotionally by the bubbles. Its time will come. Its time will come, because if you look across the board, let's look at DePin. For example, the likes of Desync, you can see there, not popping as much. ATH, which has been doing tremendously well, is not popping up much, but Dynex is absolutely ripping. Now, is it too late to buy Dynex? It's only 39 million in market cap. So you've got to put these green candles into perspective. And of course, you look at meme coins here, and you can see Bobo, which has been ripping it lately, is down. Super Tron is down 5%. Of course, people are taking profits now, right? But Penk is up 27%, Maneki up 23%. So listen, this is not what I would suggest to be the the start of anything. We've been here for a very long time. We need to find a place within ourselves to accept things are going to pop off in our portfolio at different times. Okay, so I go back to the question: what type of investor are you? Are you somebody that follows the green candles, or are you somebody who literally understands that these things will pop at different times, and more often than not is attracted to the things that are much lower in terms of value? I am for sure the person that doesn't look at the green, and I'd rather focus my time and energy in finding value for myself. And with most of the projects popping right now, let's have a look at gaming too. You've got Beam, Mavia, Gamey, but you've got 4% minus GFAL. You've got Echelon Prime just sitting around that $8 mark, which is again incredibly valued in my opinion. $290 million. I think a 10x there is a sure bet in my opinion. But the surprising one here has been the heroes of Mavia. Went to about $1.17. A week for the week. Obviously $1.14 was the lowest. Just literally rip back up. So it's one of those things, guys. My overall expectation is that things continue to remain choppy until we get to the explosive phase of the bull market. So my expectation has not changed at all. Okay, my expectation hasn't changed at all, and I'm still looking at anything that I say, I have read here is just literally red hot, meaning that these things can go 30 to 50x from here. And of course, you've got, meme coins are very risky. Everybody's telling you to buy meme coins. Guys, you're going to get a psychological damage if you continue to try to catch the cheapest meme coin out there that can do 100x. One that I actually looked at, which is quite funny, was pepe on base, which is completely a degen play. But overall, I think we are in a situation where we can start planning for the next leg of the market, if you block out the noise. So you've got, just a quick rundown here, you've got AGI, the lithium, doing very well, up to 18 cents. Of course, it came back down to that demand zone over there. You've got Sui, there's no letting up. There's no let up to what Sui is doing right now. Way too hot, in my opinion. One of the hottest projects there is. I mean, in terms of, doing any kind of fundamental, technical analysis on this, there's just no point at all. Could you still see this 50% into this Fibonacci golden zone? I don't know. It really depends how the market moves, but you could have a scenario where it comes down here and then it just goes back up, or something like that. I think the time to buy this, in my opinion, is kind of like it's kind of now, really, more or less, when it in the next pullback. Another one that's been absolutely ripping it in my portfolio has been Say. And again, we're looking at similar things with Say. What can we look at Say in terms of from these highs to these lows? It's interesting to see that, of course, when you do these extensions, sometimes it's very difficult to predict these cryptos, but there is plenty of opportunity to the upside, guys. Cubic, just like I've drawn there with my funky drawing, it has come down to that, basically the depths. Axelar is an interesting one here, guys. Very super interesting. I mean, since I've talked about it, bigger YouTubers have spoken about it, but I'm just very happy that some people got into this on the back of my call, because now it looks like a very good a very good investment. And this is Kaspa, guys. I drew that Kaspa box, I kid you not. It came exactly to that box, and now you can see a massive green candle forming out of that. So yeah, well done to those people that held on to their, held on to their Kaspa. Mintlayer, well, Mintlayer is at 14 cents. Manta Network, really good to see this swimming in my demand zone, like clockwork. That's again, it's still very cheap for what this project is. Chirply respecting that trend, which is good to see. Mavia having a beautiful candle out of this box. It came down to my demand zone, reacted, and of course has produced a second great candle there. Shrapnel playing off the grid, and you can see here Shrapnel's trajectory is onwards and upward, guys. So at one point Shrapnel was over 50 cents. So guys, get that one as much as you can. Again, you've got this beautiful drop into my demand zone for aitech. You can see it came to this area. We bought some, and boom, off it goes. I think it's going to get more bullish in the next coming days and weeks. Any of you who are buying OTK, again, bouncing off my demand zone there, 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is a very strong support zone for this project. And of course, the beast of the cycle, B10 Tau. I think if we get a retracement to around 520, I think it would be a very good buy there. Okay. And eventually, once the train leaves $1,000, I don't think this will come back anytime soon. Yeah, not surprised with this bearish action from this bad boy here. This is a typical behavior by this particular cryptocurrency. It does happen more often than not, but that's G-File for you. So now it's obviously back to this demand zone. What I want to see is obviously a reaction to this level here. Okay, I want to see some kind of reaction, and then I want it to either go sideways or I want it to see forming a new uptrend here, because obviously we'll retest this box and then go back up to the top. So look, overall, GameSwift has literally fallen into that box as well. Guys, you can see why marking out the chart is quite important. This is Cantium, okay, DexCheck. I mean, I can go through all of these projects, but really the top ones, Corpo is another one. I expect Corpo to have a little bit more dip here before going sideways and then shooting up. It's still one of the best values at that price level, guys. And then of course ZF is very small, got a decent green candle there. So overall, guys, the main Octa doing very well out of this. Creo engine, of course, I have to cover. Creo reaction to that, demand zone is brilliant. Good to see Dual coming back up. Skip that one. Tectum now doing supremely well. Again, Tectum coming into this really good demand zone here around $10, and then having a fantastic reaction to that. Of course, Tectum also has, I think, announced a stable coin, and that should be incredibly bullish. So overall, guys, market still, not everything has left you. Not, let's have a look at DAI, which is actually another super project. Already wicked up to about $1. Look at that. I mean, look at the jump here, guys, from this candle all the way up to the top of that candle. That's insane. Just a beautiful 200% move from the bottom of that candle, single candle, guys. So right now, I expect the price to cool down a little bit. So if you're in DAI, do not FOMO, guys. These things go up, these things go down, but I do believe, nevertheless, it's a very good project and very excellent developers over there at DAI, not the DEA. So overall, guys, basedai also doing fantastically well. I would say, look, opportunity is now to hold 5 tokens with 100% conviction, right? So you're all in these 5 tokens. and then you make the other 5 of your portfolio very speculative. Okay, that's how you do it, guys. But anyway, let me know. Let's have a look at basedai. Yeah, not doing bad at all. But I would say, look, guys, just 5 that you are buying regardless of what, and then leave some room in your portfolio to speculate. But that's what I'm doing. That's the tactic. I hope I've helped someone here. And again, congratulations to me for making another successful call with Axelar, following my Sui call at 74 cents. And that's all I can, that's the buzz I get. You don't have to join the private community, but it's excellent if you do. Links in the description. 2 cups of coffee, $9 a month to, meet and greet some of the best people in crypto. All right, guys. Anyway, I've been your guy, DXP. Have a wonderful weekend, and I'll catch you on the next video, guys. Smash a like on your way out. Cheers.